Hey, it's Coach Michelle with Kurt Nichols Power Skating. It's time to skate. Let's get after it. All right, let's work on the Mohawk transition. Now, Mohawks are not eagles and eagles are not Mohawks. Or eagles, you might think of 10 and 2s, but a Mohawk is great because you're able to really push and accelerate through the transition. They're also great because you'll be able to maneuver tight spaces. And also, if you're striding down the ice, you can do it in a more straighter, linear pattern and push through it to your backward stride or backward shuffle. So let's break down the Mohawk. We're going to use our stick. Now, I would consider this what you call a deep Mohawk because it's very curvy. So it looks like the lowercase c, and it's on a circle. And you're first going to start with the forward inside edge, transitioning to the backward side edge. Now, we always talk about the setup, the push off, and the edge. So here's my setup. I sit low, just like here, 3 points of flexion, hip, knee, ankle. I got knees over toes and a good shin angle going. My hands are up here just to open up my chest, right? I'm gonna transfer my weight to my push leg, drive out to the forward inside edge, transition on the top, close the hip, reset to the other side. Sitting low, here's my setup. Here's my push off, forward inside edge, backward inside edge. Now, some common mistakes is turning away from your circle. So here's the center of my circle is my stick. So the Mohawk goes and turns into the center of your circle. Well, that drawing is terrible, so I'll just move my stick over. So when you turn the wrong way, it would look more of an arrow turn or Euro turn, or if it was a little bit boxier, it would be a pivot. So if I'm doing a Mohawk, I want to turn into the center of my circle. So I'm going to do it again. Here's the center of my circle. I turn in to the circle. Here's the mistake. Turning this way and turning away. It's a totally different transition. That would be more of an arrow turn, unless you were doing an outside edge Mohawk, which starts from the outside edge and then you transfer to your other leg. Another mistake is here. I'll do the other side. Big push off, forward inside edge, opening up the hip, and the shoulders are facing inside your circle. You want to close your hip so you can step down whatever direction you have to go, unless the situation is demanding you to step down and out. But for this exercise, you should practice closing the hip. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's review. Sitting low, big push off, forward inside edge, backward inside edge. Now, stay over your skating hip. Whatever leg I'm skating on is my skating side. I'm going to make sure that my body weight is stacked over my skating side. Okay, so you're transitioning. It's all about weight transfer. I transfer here, over my hip, over my knee, over my toe. Transfer over to my other hip, over my knee, over my toe. Now this is great because you're able to practice this, being able to really maneuver those tight spaces during a game, doing these tight Mohawks. Now, there's another way you can practice this as well. On a straight line. This is great for when you're skating hard, you're striding hard down the ice in the game, and you have to transition forward to backwards. You're accelerating through it, okay? So it's more straight. Close the hip. Sitting low. I'll do it on the other side. Do the other leg. Big push off. Push. Straight. It's the same transition. It's just less deep, and we call that shallow. That's more of a shallow Mohawk going down the ice. This is more of a deep one when you do it in a tighter circle. So you get this transition, love this transition. You're really able to build confidence, and control those situations in game. So practice this. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and comment below. We'd love to hear how you're doing.